Hi, it's Professor Davis. We're here for part two of the orientation for Math 1650 online. If you're listening to this video, we can assume that you've purchased your access code for Course Compass, have registered with Course Compass, have entered your course ID, and have made it to the page that you see here. The first thing you want to do is to run the browser check to make sure you have all the plugins that you need for the course so you can watch the videos and the animations and so forth. And then you might want to go through the orientation exercises to learn how to enter mathematics on the screen. Then the first thing, then after that, you want to tap on this homework area on the left-hand side. And I've made up a little preparation quiz here to make sure you have all the tools you'll need for college algebra. And this preparation quiz is all questions from intermediate algebra, the prerequisite for the course. And you want to do that as soon as possible because in order to complete the Chapter 1 assignment, which is due at the end of the first week, the Sunday of the first week of classes, you have to have at least 70% on this preparation quiz. So you can try that. You have to get at least a 70. Yeah, you can try it an unlimited number of times. So if you don't get a 70 the first time, you can try again and again. And there's also a tutorial on entering your answers. Now, if you want to review some of the ideas from intermediate algebra, let me show you how to get to that. And this is how you want to proceed through the rest of the course is through this modules area. So let me tap on that. And we have the different modules for the different chapters. I'll talk about that in a minute. But for this review chapter, the topics on the preparation quiz are in section R3, the laws of exponents and radicals, factoring polynomials in section R5, and then working with rational expressions in section R6. So you want to go through and review those and then take the preparation quiz if you're having trouble with that. Now let's talk about the general idea of how to go through the course and learn the material and do the kind of things you need to do to submit the homework. To get back to that home screen we were looking at, I'll tap on the announcements button there. Now, notice if you take a look at the calendar, all of the content of the course is broken down into modules. So let me show you how we get that. If we go to course handouts, you've probably already seen this. You see the academic calendar, the course syllabus, and then a document for orientation. You want to look at all those. Now, if we take a look at the academic calendar here, we see that our module for the first three sections for Chapter 1, that's due this Sunday, January 24th, anytime before 5 minutes to midnight. So you want to get that preparation quiz done early in the week so that you have time to go over those three sections in Chapter 1 and get that Module 1 homework done. And then notice on the Sunday, you have by Sunday, you want to have all the modules done. Each module contains either 2, 3, and in one case, 4 sections of material. So it's a little bit, it's a tad slower pace than you'd see in a traditional course. Now, also we have these tests, and notice here the first test is February 20th. That means you have to have the test done by February 20th. You don't have to go in exactly on that date. If you're ready to take the test earlier, it's probably a good idea to do it then, because a lot of students go in there on Saturdays to take it, and it gets kind of crowded. So if you're prepared to take a test earlier, you want to do that. We'll talk about that in just a minute as well. So that's the academic calendar. Now, let me go back to this modules area, and I'll tap on Chapter 1, and notice the first module has these first three sections, Chapter 1. So let me just open up the first section. So what we'll want to do is to, for each of these sections, is to start by reading the ebook. So let me load that up so you can see what that looks like. So remember, the book is online. You don't have to purchase the hard copy, the summary notebook, as it's called. And notice here, when you start a section, you have these you try it ideas, which are which are things from previous sections that you need to know to get through this current section. And if you're not sure what to do, notice there are videos here that will help you. And you can go from one page to the next by using these two arrow buttons. The right arrow takes you to the next page. So notice here, as we go through these, you can read the text. There's also videos that help you as you go along. And then some of these you try it problems where you can try a problem yourself to see if you're getting the idea. On This is on solving linear equations. Everything is written around these objectives here. So all of your textbook that revolves around the objectives, also the module homework assignments center around the objectives, as do the tests. So after you're done with reading over that assignment and watching the videos, you want to take this reading assessment, and that tests to see if you got the ideas from that section. So those don't count for a grade. You can do them over and over again, and they do show up in your grade book, but not for a grade. So you can see your progress as you go through the chapter. Now, and then also in each of these modules for each section are these practice exercises. If you want a little bit more practice for a problem, you can use those practice exercises. So you do those three things for each section, for each module, and then when you complete the sections for the module, you want to tap on this homework button and then tap on the homework tab. It's in the upper left corner. And if I scroll down here, you'll see the modules for the homework. So you can try these as much as you want, an unlimited number of times. There's 60 points of the possible 300 points are all in these homework modules. So again, the number of points you get is determined by the cumulative percentage you have on this homework. So if you get 100% on the module homework, you'll get 60 points. If you get 50% on the module homework, you'll get 30 points, and so on. So you want to complete that module homework on a weekly basis. That's what you turn in on a weekly basis. Now, as we get closer to the first test, I'll have another screencast that'll talk about how we look at the study guide, the sample test, and that kind of thing to get us ready. But for now, for the first few weeks, we want to concentrate on getting these modules under control for the um, first 3 weeks of the course. So if you have any questions on anything, you can send me an email at the address that is on the course syllabus. And also, you can also go to the communication area and go to the discussion board. I'll be checking this periodically, and I'll also put some solutions here. I might put a screencast here or a PDF file so you can see some solutions on some things you might get stuck on. So uh, go to work on the modules and then do the practice exercises. When you complete a module, go ahead and start the homework, the module